There are different religions and everyone follows one.
Everyone?
There are some who don't follow any religion.
You know, there are different skin colors, and they stay in separate groups.
And there are people who come from different places and they also stay in separate groups.
People also group together based on how much money they have.
Yes, different groups like homeless, small house, big house, a bigger house, houses with cars, houses with boats, so many groups.
Why does everyone want to be in a group?
Groups give people safety, comfort, and power.
Power?
Yes, we know what power is.
What is it then?
It allows you to control things.
It makes you superior than others.
Power isn't just that. Great power comes with great responsibilities.
Yes, of course. Isn't that from Spider-Man?
Like Batman, Superman, Iron Man.
Yes, they are superheroes. But what do common people do when they have power?
They teach others lessons. A lesson to control the entire group.
Time passes, and the city keeps on teaching those poor orphans new lessons every day. Sun is not for everyone, sunshine isn't for all. Paths are not for travelers, borders own them all. Sun is not for everyone, sunshine isn't for all. Paths are not for travelers, borders own them all. Rains may make you cry, where others may dance. It's where you were born. It's a chance, just a chance. It's where you were born. It's a chance, just a chance. So, one day the boy and the girl decide to leave the city and go somewhere else. They start walking. But where can they go?
Is there a place where there are no differences?
Is there a place where everyone looks the same?
Everyone looks the same? Don't you think that will be boring? There will be no surprises, no differences, no unknown to know.
But differences bring conflicts and competitions.
Where only some win and the others lose.
It doesn't need to be like that.
Yes, it wasn't always like that.
Is there still a place where it isn't like that?
Yes, there is still a place that is different, and it's around you.
Look at the woods around you. Look at the woods around you. There are so many colors, so many sounds, so many differences, yet so many bounds.
There is no equality.
And there are fights.
But all care for each other, care for rights.
It's the empathy which heals others. It's the harmony which put it all together. So let's hold our hands, sing for the good. Let's hold our hands, sing for the good. Let's learn from the woods. Go back to the woods. Go back to the woods.
Life is sometimes very simple for me and sometimes it's very complicated. We talk about the word harmony. It's supposed to be natural, but it's look like now it has to be forced.
I think we all are different. We all have our own pains and challenges. That's the beauty of life. We all appreciate the daylight because we see the darkness. But how to heal from this pain? How to rejuvenate our own life?
The woods have an ecosystem. There are predatory animals like tiger who are higher on the food chain, and then there are prey animals like deer lower on the food chain. Both are equally essential to maintain the ecosystem and thus they coexist.
I was born in a concrete jungle. I lived in a concrete jungle. I was part of the rat race, constantly competing to be the best. And then I made a choice.
I have 2 kids. When I try to explain them something, that why there is so many differences, why you have to adjust, why you have to listen, why you have to give space to other. It's not easy to always explain them properly.
Nature teaches us to be in harmony by reminding us that everything lives on in another form, that everything moves in a circle, that everything dies and is born again, that everything is destructive and constructive, that everything destroys and rebuilds.
I think that in these spaces in the woods, we have an opportunity to really listen to our senses and to really think about who we are as human individuals.
Nature or the wilderness will treat everyone equally. No matter how much one has accomplished in the material world, it does not judge you. It'll throw things at you at the same pace that it would do to just anyone.
The city we live in is an urban jungle. There are people from different backgrounds, races, and cultures. Unless we coexist in harmony, this ecosystem won't sustain. And unless we celebrate our differences, we will never appreciate our uniqueness.
When I go camping, I like to walk around the woods and collect leaves. Each leaf is unique, but when I look up, they all fell from the same tree.
When I go for a walk in the woods, I can hear birds chirping. I can see the wind blowing through the leaves. I hear my own footsteps. I come back home fulfilled. I feel restored.
When I go to the woods, everything is equal, whether it's a small beetle or it's an individual person.
Whenever I took them for a camping into the woods or going for a walk in the woods, things become simple because a lot of things happening around us, they can see, they can feel that is very natural.
And by learning about that and living in that present moment in a natural space, we're able to humanize ourselves more and prepare us mentally and emotionally and spiritually to connect with other people in our community. And I think that's a really special thing that I've seen, especially when artists use natural spaces.
It really does heal the fear of being small or less in some virtue, and or yet, however, pushes you to level up all those gaps, or almost all those gaps.
I think that when we can accept that things die and are born again, we've ultimately reached peace. We've ultimately understood that all we have is each other in this space, in this time, in this alignment. That's harmony.
The serenity, the calm, the fact that these woods and trees have existed for thousands of years gave me a fresh perspective, taught me humility, and made me feel a sense of harmony. So let's learn from the woods.
Let's go back to the woods.
Let's learn from the woods. Let's go back to the woods.
Let's learn from the wood. Let's go back to the wood.
Let's learn from the woods. Let's go back to the woods.
Let's learn from the woods. Let's go back to the woods.
Let's learn from the woods. Let's go back to the woods.
Let's learn from the woods. Let's go back to the woods.